Hello my loves, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. I hope you're happy, healthy and healing wherever you're watching from. And today we are looking at what are people talking about you or saying about you behind your back. Now please note that there could be something negative. People don't always have good intentions, so if there is anything negative that comes up, I just want to remind you that we are not looking at the truth of who you are. We're simply looking at what people are saying behind your back and what their energy is towards you. So that was what this reading is going to be focused on. So I just want to say, if in case anything negative comes out, please don't be disheartened, because it could be a projection. Okay, and with that said, we have 3 groups to choose from for today, and I picked 3 paintings for today. So this one was a painting that I did in my last reading, a future spouse reading, pillow talk with future spouse, and this beautiful rose came out and I picked this painting for pile selection today. So this will be group number 1. 111, as I say that, I just saw 111. So if you are drawn to this rose, to this painting, you will be group number 1, and the timestamps will be in the description, so you guys can go ahead and click on it. This is group number 2. And this is group number 3. I just heard siren-like. I don't know what that means. Maybe group number 3 is siren-like, but we will see in details more about you and how people feel and react to your energy. So I'm going to start with the prayer of gratitude. If you guys want to skip this part, that's totally okay. You guys can do that. And thank you so much for supporting me. If you guys want to support me even more, please consider liking or subscribing or even commenting. If you guys watch my ads, then that's really helpful. And thank you so much for all of the support that you've already shown me. And yeah, I'm gonna begin with the prayer, and if you're skipping this part, then I'll see you at the reading, and if you're staying here, then let's begin with the prayer. So I'm gonna start with burning an incense stick. Whoever's watching today's reading is sacred. Of course, everyone is, but maybe it's a message from one of your guides or from universe, but they said you are sacred. And this message is not for everyone. So if you're watching this prayer and you're listening to this, then you are sacred. So let's start with inhaling and slowly exhale. Relax into your body. Relax. Relax into health. There's no need to hold or control your breath. Just focus on my voice. Focus on how the air feels in your lungs. Focus on my voice. Focus on how your body feels in this moment. Let's connect deeply to our own bodies, to our own hearts. It is through this connection that we connect deeper to the universe, to your guides, and to spirit itself. Because the physical is part of the spiritual and not separate from it. So let's embrace our bodies. Let's embrace our breath. Let's accept and embrace who we are. And let's begin this prayer with acceptance and gratitude. Dear spirit guides, ancestors, beings that are watching over my soul family, my group number 1, 2, and 3, I invite you all into this sacred space with utmost love, respect, and honor. I also cleanse this sacred space. I cleanse my own energy of any disturbances, any negative influences. May I be able to channel accurately, objectively, and concisely for my soul family today, for my group number 1, 2s, and 3s. Dear Spirit, cleanse my energy and allow me to be a clear voice for my soul family so that I can channel everything that is relayed. Dear spirit guides, please hold us, guide us, and help us as we move through our life, as we move through this reading. I do not allow any negative influences, disturbances, any negative entities, beings, vibrations, energies trying to influence this reading in a way that is not beneficial to me or my group number 1, 2, and 3. I do not consent to this reading or my energy or my soul family's energy being affected by any of these negative beings that do not wish well for me, for my guides, and for my soul family. I cleanse the sacred space, I cleanse me, and I cleanse the energy of my soul family that's watching this, and make space for love, empathy, and compassion, and relaxation. Some of you need to relax, take a deep breath, take a break from work. Some of you are sleep deprived, so you need to sleep. Dear guides, please be with me as I channel for my group number 1, 2, and 3. And as I close this prayer, I would like to thank you, my dear soul family, for supporting me, for loving me, for caring, for showing genuine compassion and sincerity towards me, towards my readings, my energy. I hope that I can give this positive energy back to you guys. I'm so grateful to be doing this reading. I'm so grateful to be reading for you today. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you so much for all of your personal reading bookings, your comments, your likes, if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being a part of my soul family. Thank you for existing. You are valued, you are cherished, and you are loved. And with that said, I will now end this prayer, and I see you at your reading. Hello my loves, if you chose group number 1, you chose this beautiful rose painting, then this is going to be your reading. Now right off the bat, I feel a lot of feminine energy coming from you. I don't know what your gender is. Again, my readings are not cater to a specific gender. I simply talk in terms of energy. So I feel a lot of feminine energy from you. Now, even if you don't have feminine energy, I feel that you have a sort of a empress-like energy, even if you're a man watching this. You know how the empress is someone who is self-abundant, someone who is a creator. So I feel a lot of creative, empress-like energy from you guys. And I also feel like you guys could be romantics, but you don't have to be. So if that resonates, I'm sensing a lot of Taurus placements, second house placements, Libra placements. I just heard Aries. So if you have any of these placements, this could be your pile. I'm hearing something more. Just give me a second. I feel like people perceive you as someone who is like have you seen the ocean and sat by the beach? And you know how the tides will make their way to the shore one by one. It's not like it comes in one wave, it's like one by one, unless it's a tsunami. But you know how relaxing it is to watch just the waves touching the shore? That's how your energy feels to people. I feel like you're someone who, that's how people perceive you. Actually, I'm not going to make statements about you because this reading is not, you know, about your energy specifically. It's how people perceive your energy. So I feel like people are perceiving your energy as sort of ephemeral, someone who is who's got their head in the clouds, who's like a dreamer, like you're not fully here. You could have 12th house placements as well, but like you're not fully here because you could be into poetry, you could be into literature, you love stories, you love getting lost in stories, getting lost in books. You could enjoy a night, if it's raining, by the window reading a book with a cup of hot coffee or hot chocolate. Like I feel that kind of vibe from you. And I feel like people feel very comfortable in your presence. People feel like you're here now and then you're gone the next, because you're just like always doing something, but nobody knows what you're up to. So there's also a sort of mystery to you guys. You guys could be my Scorpio pile as well. Some of you guys have Scorpio energy. I feel like you could be like a Libra sun, Scorpio moon, or like Libra moon and then Scorpio Venus or something like that. Yeah, there's like a blend of energies. There's a blend of different characteristics existing in you simultaneously. And I feel like people find you alluring, intriguing, and I just heard a word. Hold on, what is that? I heard ephemeral. Like, I don't know, it's like you don't, what does that mean? Like maybe you could frequent a cafe and then it's your favorite cafe, but then you try another place and then that becomes your favorite place. So it's like you're moving from one place to another. I feel like you're never stagnant, you know, you never stay at a place. I feel like you're there's almost like a chameleon kind of vibe to you. Like you're shifting, something about your energy shifting a lot. You could be doing a lot of inner work always, a lot of shadow work. Something about your energy always shifting and changing, and people are like, oh, what is group number 1 up to now? Like they don't know what's going on, you know, like are they dating, you know, what are they doing, what are they up to these days, how do they spend their time, are they going to cafes, like what's going on? So there's almost like this curiosity kind of energy towards you, group number 1. But let's see more. So for group number 1, please. Okay, lot of cards. Let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, yes, we have the Knight of Cups. If you are a man watching this, if you are a masculine energy watching this, I feel like you have a very Knight of Cups sort of energy, knight in shining armor sort of energy. Like you could be like those die-hard romantic guys that, you know, like you see in movies. Like that's the kind of guy you are, that's the kind of man you are. Someone who has so much love to give and cares so much about people That's the kind of energy I feel. So, and I feel like people see this about you, and they see and they're like, oh my gosh, group number one, if you're a man watching this, group number one is such a great man, like they are such a great guy. um, um, they take care of everyone, and they are so loving and like non-toxic, you know, non-misogynistic kind of energy. Like you're someone who honors women, you're someone that honors feminine energy. Like you've healed a lot of wounds, and I feel like you have a lot to give in your heart. Almost innocence, I want to say. There is sort of innocence coming through, so people might see that in you as well. Yeah, people see you as someone who's going to make it big, or someone who already has it big or has made it big, someone who's victorious at whatever they do, someone that's successful, leader-like, someone that's not afraid to pave their own way. Now, I did say that you guys are dreamers, so I feel like people that are dreamers are almost given this like this almost like art stereotype that you know, they don't they are always in their heads and they're not putting in enough work. But I feel like that's not true, because if you're a dreamer and you're still putting in enough work for your dreams, then they are going to come true. And I feel like people see that. People see you as someone who's victorious. People see you as someone who knows what they're talking about, who knows what they're saying, who knows where they're going. And there isn't a lot of like hesitant or lost kind of energy coming from you, where you feel lost about your life, or you know, you don't know where you're going or something like that. I feel like you know exactly where you're going, even if you don't. It's like, I know what I want, and I know what I don't want. Even if I don't know where I'm going, I'll know it, so it's fine. That's the kind of energy I feel from you. Hierophant, people also see you as someone who has a lot of guidance to give. Like you're someone who's like almost like a teacher figure, or like I feel like people look up to you, or people that are younger than you, if you have younger siblings, they look up to you for guidance. I feel like you bring in a lot of divine guidance, or you hold a lot of divine wisdom within your soul and within yourself, like throughout the human life that you have lived. This one, if you're watching this reading, then people want to know how you know these things. Like people want to know, let's say that you know something about Pleiadians, right, or Andromedans, right? Now these are extraterrestrial beings, and people will be like, oh my god, they're aliens and this and that, like, but they've existed like before, you know, Earth even was there. So you could know about them, and if you have some esoteric knowledge about things that are not things that are considered taboo, almost like, you know, how tarot readings are also kind of taboo, like considered a pseudoscience and all that. Like you know a lot about things like this. Like you could be a tarot reader, you could do tarot if you wanted. You're like, you have a lot of divine wisdom within your soul. Like you're way ahead of the matrixed people, you're way ahead of the curve. And I feel like people somewhere sense that you know something that other people don't, or other people don't have access to, you know, because it's like you are ahead of the game in the sense that, let's say that you realize that, okay, taxes are legalized exploitation. So it's like you would make decisions that are good for you because you know the truth. You know what I mean? Like you know the truth about the behind the scenes that are happening. Like I hope I'm explaining this correctly. You know what's actually going on in the world and what is being projected. Like you can tell the difference between truth and lies. You can tell if like some authority figure is lying and being like, oh, this is good for the people, you know, we're doing this for the people, and it's actually not good. Like you can tell these things. And so I feel like people might look up to you. People also see you as someone who's extremely hardworking. And I feel like your occupation might not be to be a teacher, although it could be, but I feel like there's something about you not being not directly being almost like a teacher like figure or a professor like figure. There's something about your soul being so saturated with this divine knowledge and this divine wisdom that people just look at you in that light, even though you might not have gone out and said, okay, I am an expert in this, or I can do this. Like you don't need to say it. Like the people know. People perceive you as someone who has a lot of divine wisdom and abundance in their soul itself. Like your soul blueprint is like this, and I feel like somewhere people feel that sort of electric energy, because energy never lies, and we are energetic beings, so somewhere people are going to notice that. They might not be able to put their finger on it and be specific and maybe specifically know what is it exactly about you, but I feel like they sense somewhere that you know things that other people don't. Like, you have some secret knowledge about things. They also see you as someone who's really hardworking for their goals, so it's like you have dreams, but you are doing enough to ground them in reality and actually make all of your dreams come true. I feel like it's a priority for you to enjoy life and live your life according to your own terms. I feel like you just naturally do this, and you might have noticed that other people don't really live this way, or everyone doesn't live this way. And look at that, we have 8 of Pentacles followed by 10 of Pentacles. We have 10 of Pentacles followed by 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, they see you as someone who's going to be very abundant, or is very abundant already, definitely. With the 10 of Pentacles, there is almost like this luxurious kind of vibe coming through. They might see you as someone who has access to a lot of luxury, or they just see you as somebody who's abundant, like who's never had an issue with poverty or lack. Like, they might think that you come from one of those old money families. For some of you guys, like you have some kind of a wealthy background is how people perceive you. Like, you're happy, you're living your life in quiet, like you don't bother showing off, and like you're minding your business, and there isn't like, you're not like anybody that people are ever going to meet, because even though you have all of these things, you're not flashy about it. I want to say you're very classy, especially if you're a woman watching this. I feel like there is a certain elegance to you. Like, there is almost like you're like fine wine, group number 1. If you're a woman watching this, you're like fine wine. Like, the more you age, I feel like you just get more and more attractive in people's eyes, because there is this refined, sophisticated, elegant, poised, graceful sort of aura to you. You know how Audrey Hepburn aged, and like, she's still considered, I think she's so beautiful even today, and you're like that. I feel like you have an energy, your energy comes off very similar to Audrey Hepburn. So if you guys don't know her, please Google her. Oh my god, she's like one of the most beautiful women to exist on earth. Audrey Hepburn and Monica Bellucci. That's what I'm getting for you, group number 1. We have 10 of Pentacles, so I'm going to keep that here. Then we have the Tower reversed, and finally we have the 5 of Cups reversed. I feel like in the past, if lovers mistreated you, or your ex-partners mistreated you, I feel like they definitely regret it. They're like, I don't know why I did what I did. But I feel like you walked away. I feel like, you know what, I don't feel like you are the kind of soul that's into drama, or even fighting, or making people give explanation for their behavior. I feel like you're kind of just like watching and observing, and then if it's not working, you just leave. Like, you're not really, I don't see you staying in a place that's not beneficial for you longer than needed. I feel like you just quietly exit. You're not about that drama, you're not about that confrontation, like, why did you do this, why did you do that? You don't need closure. You're just like, this is not working for me, bye. You did this, I don't like that, bye. And it's not in a hatred kind of way. I feel like you just leave, because I feel like you're so classy. It's like, this is not worth my time, you are not worth my time, so why would I waste my time? I'm just gonna leave. And I feel like people, like your ex-partners, if you've left any people like this, they are like, oh my god, like I see them, like catching their head in their hands, and like like, what did I do? Like, I feel like they might not have realized what they're doing wrong until you up and left. And so I feel that you might have left some people in the dust, so to speak, but I feel like that was the right decision. Your guides are saying that was the right decision. Because I feel like they might have done something to sabotage you. With the Tower being here, I don't feel like this is so much your energy. I feel like some people might have tried to like control you, or have you, like an object almost. And I feel like you are not about that, because you're so like priestessy, empressy, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles kind of vibe that I get from you. It's like, I don't need anybody, you know, to fulfill me, because I'm so fulfilled within myself and by myself. Oh my gosh, group number one, I don't know who you are, but you are such an inspiration, because that is how I want to be as well in life. And it's so nice to see that. I don't know who you are, but it's nice to come across your energy and to read for you. But yeah, I feel like you're so poised, you're so classy about it. You're like, nope. And these people regret what they did to you for sure. I don't know, there's at least one person, you know, who regrets what they did to you. I don't know what they did exactly. I'm not, you know, getting that, but there's someone who regrets what they did. So it's like there is some kind of a divide between you and them that you put, like, you are not giving them access to your energy. I feel like they don't know what you're up to. You know, they used to be a part of your life and now they have no access whatsoever. So it's like, oh my gosh, what is group number one doing? So maybe that is where the curiosity energy is coming from. It's like, what are you up to? I don't know, because, and I want to know, and I'm really obsessed, but because at one time in the past I had access to your energy, group one, but now I don't. So it's that kind of energy that I am feeling here. Also, I feel like with the Tower moment, you could induce or provoke some jealousy unintentionally. I feel like you're just minding your business, you just live your life. But though, you know how Audrey Hepburn is, like, she's so radiant and she's so glowing, there's bound to be some people that are jealous, you know. She's like, it's obvious. So I feel like, yeah, like if you guys have seen the movie Milena by Monica Bellucci, then that's what I'm talking about with these two cards. Like, yeah, you guys could have suffered a lot, maybe. Like, I feel like there's beauty privilege, but then there's some women that are just dragged through the freaking dust, you know, dragged and dragged badly because they are beautiful, because they are amazing, you know. It's kind of like what happened with Britney Spears, Megan Fox, and Angelina Jolie. There's someone that's unapologetic, very comfortable in their S energy, you know, someone that's outspoken, someone that lived their life through their own rules, but they were objectified so much. It's almost like society wanted to punish them for being so beautiful and for being so amazing. And it's almost like that kind of energy that I feel. It's not everyone, group number one. It's not everyone that has this kind of negative energy to you. Only a small section I'm getting that. Like, it's like out of 10, maybe 2 or 3 people are like this, that have this kind of like, oh my god, who does group number one think they are? Do you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like you are the ish, you know what I mean? Like, you are the best, you are this rose. Be yourself and defend yourself and stand up for yourself and be victorious and do whatever it is that you're doing, because you are amazing as you are, group number one. You are inspiration. You're inspiring me right now. I never thought about this, like, you know, what would fulfill my soul, and like being able to do that. Like, are the reason, is it that I'm not happy today because I don't feel fulfilled, or like, am I doing something wrong? Like, it's making me question things, you know. Your energy is making me question. And I learn a lot from these readings, and I feel like you're one of those groups that's super inspiring, super brilliant and poised and graceful at the same time, you know. Like, you're not coming from a place of superiority where it's like, oh, I'm going to teach you something. No. It's just like, you have so much divine wisdom, divine guidance. You're so divinely guided, group number one, that you just radiate that outside, you know. And it's not like something that's in your control, I feel. So that's how people are perceiving you right now. I hope this reading resonated. If you want to support me, please consider watching ads, or, you know, leaving a like if you can, comment, subscribing. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it just helps. And if you guys want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on the email address that's in the description. And what else is there? Yeah, I feel like this is it. We can end your reading. And thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me, group number one. It was such an honor to read for you. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose group number 2, you chose this painting, then this is going to be your reading. So please tap me into group number 2's energy, please. You could be a water sign. I'm sensing a lot of Pisces. You could have been drawn to group number 1 because there were some messages, but if you were not, it's okay. Then this is the only group that you're supposed to watch. Yeah, I sense a lot of water energy, specifically Pisces and Scorpio, but I also sense a little bit of Cancer, 12th house placements. So sorry if you can hear that, there seems to be traffic. There's a certain quietness and solitude that I get from you, group number 2. So I feel like you guys could be my quiet introvert kind of pile. Like maybe you're shy, maybe you're someone who you're not the person that's loudest in the room. Although I do sense that there could be few people watching this reading that are like that, but I feel like most of you guys are on the quieter side. I feel like you don't talk much unless it's required. Like there is almost like this unmistakable aura to you, but you might be the person who's sitting quietly in the corner of a room and not interacting with anybody, because I feel that you prefer to, I feel like there's a certain sensitivity, so you prefer to just be alone or be by yourself. If you are around people for a long time, I feel like you need to go home and take a shower, like cleanse your energy and cleanse yourself, maybe sage, because I sense that you know that your energy is being affected. So I feel like this could be my emotionally intelligent water pile, excuse me. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing. So if that resonates, then this is going to be your reading. Although I do sense a little bit of fire energy as well, but not a lot. I feel like you have a certain intensity in your soul, but it doesn't come from, like, it's not outwardly expressed. I feel like it's very like you put all of that energy into your work or into whatever your purpose is or whatever it is that you do. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like this card needs to, I don't know what it is, but we'll see. For group number 2, please, how are people, like, what are people saying behind their back? Okay, not too many cards, which is not surprising, because you guys are not the most talkative pile, and that's okay. I like it. Oh my gosh, what did I say? You guys might have been drawn to group number 1 as well. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Temperance come out. You guys could be Libras as well. Taurus placements, 2nd house placements. There's something very balanced about your energy. I feel like people see you and people talk about how balanced you are, or something about you being like an alchemist or being able to make abundance or create something out of thin air, almost like a magician energy, but then they don't know what it is, so they might think that you're like a little alchemist, like you're reading all of these books by Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist, about the law of attraction. Like you are able to create things out of thin air. There is a huge creative energy to you. Now you could be like a proper creative, like an artist or a musician, a producer. You don't have to be, but you could also be like an actor or someone like who is in business, someone that's logical, someone that brings new ideas to the team. Like I feel like you're in charge of that creativity element, whatever you do, and I feel like people really revere that. People are saying like, oh my gosh, group number 2 just came up with this insane idea and it's so good, and they want to try it immediately. It's like you're like a creative genius, group number 2. Like almost like, how there's this producer who's really well known, and he's like, oh, whatever song he touches, it becomes like magic. Like that's your energy, group number 2. Yeah, whatever you touch becomes gold, like Midas energy. Then we have Page of Pentacles reversed. We have 7 of Swords upright. We have Three of Cups upright, and finally we have the Well. Yeah, I'm not surprised that the Well comes out, because this and there's one more card called the Artist, and these cards are exclusive to this tarot deck, which is the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Luna edition. This is what the cover looks like. It's a holographic deck, as you can tell, and this card is exclusive to this deck. So, and I always see the Well as like a well of creativity, you know, someone that's got like a well of creativity inside them. And it could mean that they're good at creating abundance, creating ideas, creating business, creating love, creating relationships, creating healing. You know, it could be anything, but I feel like you're someone who's very good at if I could describe you in one word, I would say creator. That's the word I would use. Like, whatever you touch, I feel like you are so good at doing that. Let's say you decided to be like, okay, I'm going to start making, you know, makeup videos, or like I'm going to start doing my fashion videos. Then it works because it's you. Like, you know exactly, like you have all of the elements that it takes to be successful. And some people might be like, oh my gosh, how do I crack this? How do I, you know, get views and this? Like, I feel like you're someone who would never have to worry about that, because you're such a creator and people would love to see your energy and your content. So whatever you create, people love. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. And there could be some people that are envious of this trait. It's like you naturally do this, group number 2, while other people might struggle, and you know, they are like going to this class and learning this and signing up for this and paying for that, and they still haven't cracked the code. And you're just naturally like, you came with that kind of energy. So some people might be jealous of you. Some people might have, you know, they could be immature, they could be maybe plotting behind your back. Like, I feel like this is a past energy, not so much current. I feel like you might already know about this because you are intuitive while also creative. So I feel like there could be some people who could have, you know, said bad things. Like, I don't want to say bad things. Like, it's not like they are saying explicitly bad stuff about you or trying to spread some rumors about you. I feel like it's done in a very under the carpet. No one's gonna know, because I'm not gonna talk bad about group number 2, but I convinced them that group number 2 is not a good person to invest in. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of energy I'm picking up. I hope it makes sense. Like, they're not going to explicitly say that group number 2 is a bad person, or group number 2 is like a thief, or, you know, bad things about you directly. There's something about it being indirect, because if they said bad things about you to someone's face directly, the other person would be like, psh, they would just shut it down. You know, they're like, no, don't talk about group number 2 like this, because group number 2 is amazing. You know, they're such a creative force to be reckoned with. So it's like it wouldn't work, because they know that they can't directly say bad things about you, but then they might mask their badness with a mask of constructive criticism. Let's say you make like a song, and then they'll be like, you know what, I like this song, but then this doesn't work, you know, like, oh, this beat is not great, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's something about it being like almost like a maliciousness and insidiousness to it. Like, it's done in a hidden way where you might not be able to directly catch it, because they're not doing it directly. But I feel like it's not going to affect you a lot with the 3 of Cups being here, because I feel like you're supported. Like, you've got a group of people that are supportive of you. I feel like there's, you know, this malicious group, like, I feel like they don't win, because the group that supports you, there's a lot of people that love you. And I don't see these people that are trying to deceive you or, you know, do something manipulative to you. I don't see them winning, because there's also a lot of people that talk well about you and think genuinely well about you. It's not that they're just talking good things about you. I feel like they genuinely know that you're a good person, know who you are, know that you're such a creative genius. And you know, the vibe that I'm getting from you is like, I think he's called like this, like genius in this band called BTS, and there's one of the members, like he's called a genius. I think it's Suga, and that's what I'm getting. And that's what I'm getting, like that kind of a vibe. You know how like like he is also, I think, called like a genius producer, right? He makes his own songs. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from you, group number 2. Three of Cups. What's Three of Cups about? I feel like you have a lot of love to give, and I feel like people have a lot of love to give you back, because Three of Cups talks about this, like almost like this is the best card to get after family. Like this is soul bonds, you know, soul family. But people that might not be connected to you by blood, but these people wish you well. Like there is a strong bond for sure. Like these are well wishers. These are people that have your best interest in mind. So I feel like these people definitely wish well for you, definitely want the best for you. If they see you succeed, I feel like these are the people that are so happy to see you accomplish something, and they might leave comments even if you guys have not spoken for a long time. I feel like, and let's say you upload, like you post something on your social media, I feel like these are the people that will be like, congratulations, so happy for you, and they genuinely mean it. It's not fake. It doesn't feel fake. Like I feel like when I tap into this group's energy, I feel like these people are the people that genuinely have so much love for you, and they genuinely wish good for you. That's so heartwarming. That's really nice, group number 2. I feel like you've got some really good people. Let me get some more cards and see what are people saying behind group number 2's. Whoa. Okay, we're taking, okay, it's 3 cards only, so let's take. We have the Moon, we have the Conjunction, and we have Libra. What did I say? Libra energy here. Moon energy, Cancer energy. Yeah, so this is what I'm getting for you. I feel like they perceive you as someone who's also like physically attractive or beautiful or handsome, but I honestly, I'm not getting a lot of like romantic attraction per se, but I feel like people respect you a lot, people honor you a lot. Like there is a lot of like good wishing for your energy itself, for who you are itself. It's not just like someone's attracted to your body, you know what I mean? Like it's genuinely like, oh, we like group number 2 for who they are and for their personality. It's not like a surface level thing where they're only interested in like your body or whatever, you know, your face or shallow things like that. Although that is nice, but I don't sense that in here. Now look at this card, Conjunction. It literally says here, a union, merging and coming together. I feel like you guys could be meeting your soul family, or you guys have already met your soul family. Like these are the people that are genuinely your friends, and I feel like you could have already met them. Let me know if you guys want a reading like that. Like I was thinking of doing a reading on like who is your soul family and what are they like and when are you going to meet them, and like a reading dedicated to soul family, because I feel like I haven't done a reading on a topic like that, and it was requested by a few of you. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. I'll definitely try to do a reading on that in my next topic. I also feel like you could have gone through a lot, and some people have seen you go through this. Like I almost feel like maybe like even if your father is not supportive, your mother is supportive, or if your mother is unsupportive, then your father is supportive. Like that kind of energy, you know, like you didn't have everything growing up, but you worked hard for what you have, and your energy is so magnificent and radiant that universe just kind of gives you gifts, you know. Like the Empress doesn't need to work for things. Like she doesn't work for money, money works for her, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of energy I get from you guys, group number 2. Like you are so creative that there is no way that abundance wouldn't follow you. Like you wouldn't have to think about how to make money, because whatever you do, whatever your purpose is, whatever you're up to, it would attract money, because there is no way that a human follows their purpose and then remains unfulfilled, you know. Like things have to match up, and yeah, things are matching up. I feel like you're getting abundant. I feel like there's a lot of abundance in every way, like even financial, but I feel like even other kinds of abundance that are coming to you. And I feel like one of those types of abundance is people that genuinely love you, genuinely care for you. And I feel like you value relationships that are non-familial, like not related by blood kind of relationships. Like you have deep bonds with people genuinely. Your best friend is your bestest friend, you know. That's what I'm getting. So you could have moon placements, you could be influenced by the moon, you could have Cancer placements, you don't have to have them. I didn't sense a lot of Cancer energy, but it's almost like you could have moon in 11th house. Like you could have people genuinely love you, group number 2. Like I don't know, I can like I feel like I'm not saying that enough, but people genuinely love you. People genuinely love your energy. They like there are these people that know how radiant you are and have so much to give, and like your soul is like that, and they like that, they honor that, they respect your soul itself. Like they understand your soul slash energetic blueprint. So there you bring a lot of balance into your relationships as well. I feel like you care a lot about people. You might bring them gifts, you might spoil them, you might make them feel good about themselves, you might teach them how to love themselves. Like whatever you do, the contribution is so unmistakable and so significant that I feel like people never forget you. Like you leave some sort of a mark, and I feel like that's what there's like. It's almost like some people are just speechless. They might not talk too much about you, but the other people are like, yo, group number 2, you know. Group number 2 is the best, period, the end. That's what I'm sensing for you, group number 2. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, please do so by emailing me on the email address in the description. And if you guys have any reading suggestions, please leave them in the comments. If you guys want to support me even further, please consider watching ads. If you don't want to, that's completely okay too. This is just an optional way of supporting me. And thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. Thank you to your guides for leading you to me. Thank you to cards, and thank you to the dear painting. And I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Stay blessed, stay shining, group number 2. Bye. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose group number 3, then this is going to be your reading. And a lot of sunlight has filtered in all of a sudden just before I was about to start your reading. I just took a 5-minute break, and you can see this beautiful sunlight just coming in. I feel like you bring people joy. You bring a smile to people's faces. There's something about your soul being... I feel like you're innately optimistic and joyful, or you're someone who spreads joy wherever they go. Like you could be like there's this Bollywood film called Jab We Met, and there's this character called Geet, the female character, the female lead, who is played by Kareena Kapoor, who is one of the Bollywood actresses. I feel like that, like your energy is like that. You're someone who's like playful, does whatever they want. That's the kind of energy I feel from you. Yeah, but you bring a lot of joy to people. I feel like there could be not a lot of bad things for you, group number 3, because I just sense such a radiant and optimistic sort of a vibe from you. So but let's look at your cards. What are people saying behind group number 3's back? They are so happy to have you in their life, to like know you as a friend. They're so happy. For group number 3, please. I feel like people talk a lot about you, but I don't sense that it's bad. It's like, oh, did you meet group number 3? They're like the cutest person alive. Like you could have a very cute sort of energy, cute vibe. Maybe like I'm seeing a lot of like cartoon characters, dolls, like that's what I'm being shown, you know, the whole cute aesthetic, like that's what I'm being shown. What else did I just see? I don't know the name of the cartoon character, but they're showing me something. But I don't know the name. But I feel like it's like an anime character maybe, if not a cartoon character. But let's see, what do we have? We have 10 of Wands reversed. I feel like people think that you have not been through a lot in life, like a lot of pain. Now, I don't know if this is true. We're just looking at how like people see you or how people talk about you behind your back. So it might not be true, but I feel like people might think that you haven't gone through a lot in life. Like I feel like they might think that you've relatively had an easy life, or you haven't been through like big traumas or something like that, which is great. I feel like that's okay. They might say that. 9 of Wands upright. We have the Hermit. I feel like either you could be into anime, but you don't have to be. Maybe you're like a graphic designer or animation artist, VFX artist, like something about you doing something that has to do with cartoons, because I keep seeing anime, cartoon characters, like the cartoons that I watched as a child. That's what I'm being shown a lot. I don't know why, but maybe it resonates with you. Maybe you like watching a lot of anime and cartoons, even though you're grown up, and that's completely okay. Again, no judgment. People might say that you're someone who has a very cute sort of a vibe, like you bring a lot of brightness into people's lives because the sun is just like coming in. And I always see everything that happens in readings as a sort of like a sign or a synchronicity, because I don't think anything happens, nothing is a coincidence. So I feel that with the Hermit, you're someone who follows their own path but quietly. I feel like people are not entirely sure what you're up to, so there could be some energy that's like, oh, what are they doing? Like, but it's not in a way that is gossipy. It's not in a way that's like, oh, what is group number 3 doing? Are they dating this? Like, it's not malicious, it's not gossipy. It's like genuine curiosity, like, oh, group number 3, like, what are they up to? Oh, I remember them being so cute. And I see your school friends or your past people that you might not be in touch with. Now I feel like they still remember you as this, like, oh, that person who was so down to earth and so like kind and wonderful and sweet, polite. Like, I feel like you're people's favorite. I want to say, like, you're people's favorite child. I don't know what that means. Maybe if you're like the younger sibling, I feel like you're people's favorite child. But if you're not, that's completely okay too. Like, you're people's favorite. And I also feel like people see you going places with the 6 of Wands coming out. People see you 8 of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely on the path to success. Like, you're riding the wave of success. We have Justice reversed. Why do we have Justice reversed, Spirit? Like, what is going on? Some people might think that it's unfair that you have so much, but pay no heed to these kind of people. Group number 3, you're doing fine, you're doing well. Keep doing what you're doing. I feel like you're on the path of abundance. You're on the path to succeed, because we have the 8 of Wands, which was just below the 6 of Wands. So I don't think that's a coincidence, because I feel like this is a sign from Spirit. It's like a mid-confirmation. I know this reading is about, what people are saying about you behind your back. But I also feel that you are very tunnel visioned on success, and you know exactly what you want and you're going to get it. Group number 3, let this be a confirmation. We have Justice reverse. Why do we have Justice reverse? Some people feel maligned. Some people feel they don't feel so good about the fact that you have so much. But again, like, I don't think you should pay attention to these people. These are naysayers. You might not even know these people. I feel like these are people that you don't know that talk about you. I feel like you could be popular because, people that don't even know you are talking about you. So, it's like, like, you have so much time to talk about me. I must be popular. I must be great to have your attention like that. So, oh my gosh, look at that. We have the Sun. Are we surprised? I am not at all surprised. We have the sun come out, and then we have the world come out. Ooh, wow, some beautiful cards for you, group number 3. We have sun, world, and artist. Yeah, you could be a creative. You're like a creative genius. Did I say that in this pile, or was it the previous pile? I don't know. But you are also, you could have been drawn to group number 2. I don't know. If you were, there could be some messages. If not, this is the only group that you're supposed to watch. But you bring something in physical reality that nobody expects, like nobody was ready for, or nobody is ready for whatever it is that you're up to, whatever it is that you're doing. Like there's something about your energy, group number 3. Like with the sun, the world, these are super powerful cards. These are major arcanas. And now this, okay, I think the previous pile had the other card that was exclusive to this tarot deck, which is called the Well. In traditional tarot decks, we don't have a card called the Artist, but in this deck that we have, this one is the Ethereal Visions Tarot Luna Edition. This is what the cover looks like for this deck. And it's so beautiful. It's one of my favorite decks because it's so pretty. It's so holographic. And I feel like it's so appropriate for you guys. Like it's no wonder that Spirit made me pick this deck for today's reading, because you guys have a sort of like a magical sun-like, world-like energy, very worldly. You're someone who knows a lot. Like, I don't know if you know this about yourself, but people see you this way. So people are like, oh my gosh, group number 3, you know, like ask group number 3, they might know what to do. Like you're being seen as someone who is like holding a lot of wisdom for sure. Whew. What else am I sensing for group number 3, please? I feel like you shine brighter than the sun. Do you guys know the Beatles song Here Comes the Sun? I don't know, I'm just like, I was taken to that. You know how the Beatles is like super famous band. When they came out, like they took the world by storm, and like Paul McCartney and I don't know the names of all of the members. If you guys are Beatles fans, this is a confirmation. Like there's like an ingenious artist inside you. I feel like your soul longs to create something, and whatever you create, people are left in awe, so much so that they're like, oh my god, how did group number 3 do that? Like, how did you come up with the idea? Like, if you make a song and people want to know people want to know everything. People are like, how did you come up with the title? How did you write the lyrics? How did you produce the song? Who did you take as a producer? Who did you what are you up to these days? Are you working on a new album? It's like, wow, like they really, like, you could be a musician, you could be in like the entertainment industry, you could be in Hollywood maybe, or you're like going to end up there. I don't know, like I see you being exposed to a lot of people, and some of these people don't know you, like you know how like famous celebrities are, and there's a lot of people that will talk about them online and be like, oh, like if like any celebrity, like you take Selena Gomez as an example, like there's so many people that know about her, but she doesn't know about every single person that's talking about her, you know what I mean? Because she's a celebrity. So there could be a lot of people that, oh my god, I hate Selena, but she doesn't know that because she doesn't know people, but she's the one that everyone knows. So that's the kind of energy I feel from you, like sort of celebrity energy. I want to say you guys could be Leos with the sun coming out, or you guys are like destined or fated to be in the limelight in some way. If you're not already, you might be already in the limelight. I don't know, I'm sensing that for some of you, for a small section of you. Like, if that is the case, hello, welcome. I don't think I've read an energy like that before. You are so like welcome, and I'm so happy to read your energy. There is I feel like you're someone who is very authentic and sincere, and your audiences resonate with that. Like if you're a celebrity, or if you're going to be a celebrity, people resonate with the fact that you're true, and like what you're saying is true, because they have this trust, like you wouldn't do something or say something you don't mean, or you wouldn't promote a product that is bad, like you do your due research, and diligence, and you're on top of your game, group number 3. Like, I feel like you would be a great role model for younglings, why did I say that, for younger like people to look up to, because you're someone that's so honest. Like, you're someone who's genuine. You know how they say like, oh my gosh, like famous people can never be happy, like you're breaking that stereotype. I feel like you're like, nope, that's not true. I'm doing what my soul calls me, so like I'm going to enjoy every second of this because I wanted this, you know what I mean? Like, I was born for this. Like, there's something about you being exposed to spotlight. Maybe you're really popular in your community, or you have like an online presence, online following, social media, you're famous on social media. Like, I'm seeing like a lot of people, like followers, people, what do they call it? Like, people that follow you, right? Followers, right? I think that's such a bad term, like. But anyway, I see a lot of like people, followers, and there could be a lot of people that I'm just noticing this color. I never ever noticed this before, that this was there in the Hermit card. Oh my gosh, I'm just now noticing this. Yeah, there a lot of people might not talk well or good about you, group number 3, but I don't think you need to be like upset about it, because these are people that are just jealous of you. You know, they're so envious of your success and of your like radiant, magnificent aura, that they can't stand to see you successful. And it's not that they can't stand to see you successful. I feel like these are the kind of people that don't like to see anybody successful. You know, like these are the kind of people that don't want other people to be happy because they are so miserable themselves. So these are the kind of people that might talk bad about you or criticize you. Like, if you're a musician, if you make an album, they are the ones that might be like, oh, you could have done this better and this and blah blah blah, but it's actually they're just jealous. You know, like, you created a masterpiece and they're jealous because you are the one that created the masterpiece. Like, I feel like you should watch one of my readings where I'm just hyping you up, because I feel like you could get caught in this if you're not careful, group number 3. So please remember that what you're doing is important. Your art is important. You are here to be seen. You are here to be heard. You are here to create your art and have your art be seen by other people. So don't ever doubt that for a second, because I feel like this is one of your life missions that you're here for, because this is such a dominant energy in your frequency, you know, that I can sense it. Even as a reader, I can feel it, and even as a reader, it's coming through in the reading. So I hope that you are getting like the energy that I am putting through. Hopefully I'm giving you, like, I'm reflecting this energy back to you, and how amazing you are and how awesome you are. And I hope you're understanding that, because I cannot reiterate or emphasize this enough. And with the 6 of Wands and Sun, if you ever end up in spotlight, if you're not right now, but if you want to do something, you know, like famous or like something like that, you're going to be successful, group number 3. So there's going to be a lot of people that might not, you know, talk well about you. You know how it is online. Like, not every single person is going to love your content. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? Like, not every person who comes to my YouTube channel loves every single reading, and that's okay. Like, people are allowed to hate it if they hate it. Like, they don't have to watch my readings, you know. Once in a while I'll get like bad comments, like, oh, we don't like this, like, you know, mean comments like that, but what can you do? Like, it's just the side effect of being online and being exposed, because not every single person has good intentions for you. So that's just how it is, and I've kind of just accepted that, you know, from the get-go. I was like, I know that that's going to happen at some point, so, you know, that's fine. And when I had 3,000 subscribers, it already started happening, because before that, every single comment literally was positive, every single comment. And at first it triggered me a little bit, but then I was like, oh, but this is the side effect. Like, this is the consequence of being online. Like, there's always going to be people that don't like you or hate you or leave some really nasty, mean comments, you know, and that's just how it is. Like, I feel like these people have that sort of energy. Like, don't get sucked up into it. Your guys want to say, don't get sucked up into it. Don't start seeing yourself the way they see you, because it's not true. Like, you are the sun, you are the 6 of Wands, you are embodying the world energy, you embody the artist energy. You're like this creative genius, okay? You don't have to be like an artist. but whatever you create, you are very good at that. If you're like a business person, you're very good at bringing ideas, you're very innovative like that, you're a risk taker, like you're going to succeed at whatever you do. I hope you get it, right, group number 3? Because, and that's what they don't like, because they see that you are meant for success. That's what they don't like. But I also feel like this energy is really small, so you don't need to worry about them doing something to you. It's just that be wary of just like their words and whatever they are doing. It's not coming from a good place, okay? And I want to get like an oracle card for you, and then we will end the reading. So I feel like 3 cards, but okay. We have the moon, we have Chiron. Yeah, people's unhealed wounds get triggered by you. I feel like these are the people who have not healed that get triggered by you. Mercury. Yeah, maybe something with communication as well. Maybe like you do a podcast. Maybe if you're not an artist, I feel like you talk, or there's something about your words helping people. You could be making videos like Liz, or if you've considered, you know, please do, like, go ahead and make that. Go ahead and do it, you know, if you haven't already. You know how Liz talks to people, you know, like she's someone who's helping people through her words by making videos on topics that, like, how to be successful, how to be seductive, how to manifest abundance, and like she makes these kind of videos, and they're really helpful. So I feel like if you have ever considered doing that, please do, although some people are going to oppose it, but it's because of their unhealed wounds. It's not because of you. They're just getting triggered because of their wounds. So yeah, that's it. I feel like that was it. And yeah, keep communicating, keep shining, keep being yourself, group number 3, because you're awesome just as you are. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on my email address, which is in the description. And thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you to all of the cards. Thank you to the painting for allowing me the honor to read for my group number 3. I don't know who you are, but if you were, I would give you a huge hug and tell you that, you know, you're perfect as you are. Keep shining. Don't listen to these people. And I love you so much. And I hope you have a great day, if not. And I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye.